Hello, namaste, saluton, and a warm greeting to all. You're tuned in to the Fulmo Talk Series, a space where we invite people from all walks of life to give a short talk. It's my great pleasure to introduce today's guest speaker, Mr. Peter Adeyi. A few words about him before we begin. Peter Adedayo Adeyi is a digital marketing strategist and content creator with a passion for storytelling, technology, and helping individuals and brands grow their digital presence. He has worked with authors, e commerce business owners, and thought leaders to develop compelling content, optimize visibility, and build deeper audience engagement across digital platforms. With a growing portfolio that spans book promotion, video marketing, and online branding, Peter continues to explore the intersection of tech, communication, and culture. With that, let's jump right in. Mr. Adeyi, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Hannah. Hi, everyone. Hello, it's a great pleasure to be here. I sincerely want to appreciate the organizers of this event for bringing me on, for the opportunity given to me to be a guest speaker on today's event. So, my topic today will be based on digital culture and human connection. Are we more connected or more alone? So, firstly, I would like to introduce to us and tell us again that technology has really advanced the way we communicate across the world. It has made it more easier for everybody to get across to each other, share information, share instant moments or messages to one another. We know this because we have various platforms. We have the Instagram, we have the WhatsApp, we have the TikTok, where people can easily connect together across the world without leaving our own space. Yet, despite all of this connection, report shows that people still feels more alone, more isolated, and they feel depressed alone. Now, today, what I really want to talk about is I want us to explore the paradox box of digital connection and emotional disconnection. Firstly, I would like us to consider the rise of digital connection. For over the past 2 decades, digital connection technology has transformed the way we communicate. We all know that in the before the last 2 decades now, people communicate together using letters when we have loved ones that stays far away from us, or we have an information to pass on to a world that is very far from us. We use written letters, which take time before it's being delivered. But for the past 2 decades now, technology has really advanced where we can share instant moments and deliver information to ourselves. We can do this across video calls, we can do it video chats, we can call each other's or have virtual events. So during the pandemic as well, we saw the importance and what technology really helped us to achieve. During the pandemic, everybody has to stay behind their doors. We have to stay in our homes in order not to get infected. So the only means of communication we had then was the technology. It helps us to connect with our families, with our friends, helps the government, the aid team to pass on the immediate information to every one of us. And we are able to host events even virtually, just like this one. Also, it helps schools to continue their lecture during the time of pandemic, and it really brings a lot of connections across the world, even though we have to stay behind our doors humanly. We can communicate through the help of technology. And this has brought a beautiful way, offering a global reach, communication support, and information sharing across the globe. Having established this, I would also like us to check the disconnection behind this connection, the disconnection that has come alive despite the fact that the technology has bring us all together. There is a growing undercurrent concern. Research is really showing that there is a high rising to people loneliness, especially amongst the youth. Now, I would want everybody to agree with me that those that use the technology mostly are the youth. So this rise in technology, you see a lot of youth spend most of their times on the internet, on social media, and this has allowed a lot of people to stay alone, has increased the rate of loneliness. Many people scroll across 100 posts on the social media, but to be sincere, they have no deep connection or deep engagement in any topics they come across online. They just scroll through, click on the like button, and keep on moving without having a very deep engagement or connection or even education on all the social media. Whereas research has shown that a lot of people spend at least 4 to 5 hours. That's the lowest person on the internet spend at least 4 to 5 hours on it. Despite this, the connection is still breaking. We live in a world where people live. We have a lot of people go on the social media, they like and follow, subscribe to post, but yet a lot of people still felt unseen, still felt unheld, have a lot of things to deal with themselves. They feel they are alone in their situation, not having anyone to talk to, even though we have the technologies has improved our ways of connection. So in this highlights two main factors, the digital connection and the emotional disconnection. This shows that the digital world has connected us together, but emotionally we are disconnected. Now let's consider the psychological aspect of this and the societal effect of the digital culture. Constant digital exposure has been linked psychologically to uh, diseases like anxiety, depression, and sleep issues. A lot of people come to the internet, just like I said the other time. It helps them to stay engaged. They were just there to read posts, like posts, forward posts, share posts with others. But deep within them, the main issue within their hearts, the burden of their heart, is not being addressed. They hardly find someone to discuss with. All they come to do there is to have pleasure and have fun. Even in families, you can see that even on dining tables, some parents brings their phone, their children brings their phones to the dining table, and it has broken the connection even between parents and their children. Also, I would like us to look at the comparison that has rapidly increased in our world. Now, I in Nigeria can see someone of my age doing something exceptionally well in the other country. If I am not well disciplined, it can lead me to start comparing myself, comparing my field to what the person is doing. So this comparison has led a lot of people astray, whereas they did not stay back to learn the goal and to focus on their own goal. Rather, they compare themselves with someone else. This comparison issues has also led to a lot of things that has caused real problem to our society. Also, on the society level, we can see that the connection that the digital world has bring to us has drastically reduced our face-to-face conversation. There is no longer face-to-face conversation. People prefer to talk on phones. Even some family members don't see each other in a year. In a year long, that's 365 days. That is too long, but because of the digital connection, we believe it's okay. It has drastically reduced our face-to-face conversation. Also, our community are becoming fragmented. They are becoming broken. The large community we used to have relationship with one another, talk face to face with one another, are being broken. People talk less to each other nowadays. Everybody is focused on their screen, either playing games or discussing online. Even in public spaces, when we have events or we meet at regular places where we have a lot of people together, you find it difficult for people to talk to each other because we are only present there, we are not connected. You see everybody staring at their screen. They are present at their public space, but at the public space, they are not connected. They remain connected to their digitals and they are not focusing on what the society has to offer or what benefits they have to give to the society. Now, having said all of this, how do we address this? how do we overcome this? Because as a digital marketer, I will tell you that technology is not our enemy, it's not the problem, but how do we handle it? That's the problem. So ways through which we can overcome all of this, the first thing to do is to set boundaries, when and where to use our technologies, where and where to use our gadgets, where and where to use the advanced digitals that we have. We have to strike a balance on how we use our digitals to communicate and when we have to see ourselves physically. We have to create it. Like I said the other time, some parents brings their mobile phones, their electronic gadgets, even children, to even the dining table. That's to make it worse. They bring it to the dining table. We have to set boundaries. The technology is not to be used here. When we get home, we have to relate with our families face to face. Even when we are in public spaces, we should use the opportunity to communicate with people around us. Also, we must make space for face to face conversation, even if it is very brief. We have to make space for that. We have to identify that this technology connection is really breaking the communication that we have, and it's really breaking our emotional connection. And also we have to be intentional with our online interaction. When I say be intentional with our online interaction, I'm talking about when we go on our social medias and we come across post. You have to be intentional about what you are looking for. If you're a student, you're a medical student, you can go ahead and look for colleagues, your colleagues in the medical field. You can interact together, you can share your dreams together. If you're in the tech industry, you can interact with people there and not just scroll ahead and just click on likes without having a deep conversation, without getting a deep engagement on the social media. And also, like I said the other time, that the technology is not our enemy. It is a tool that is being created for us to advance our world. The challenge is how we use it. Now, I believe that with these few minutes, I've been able to highlight some problems and how we can address it. So, in order to wrap up this talk, this short talk, I will leave you with this quote. The quote says, in the race to stay connected, let's not forget what makes us human. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anad, for bringing me in. I'm really grateful. Thank you, everyone. Merci.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, Peter, for being part of this talk series. We really do appreciate your being here. And thank you so much for sharing your insights as well as your thoughts. That was truly engaging. And thanks also to everyone in the audience for joining us today. We hope you'll be back for the next edition of the Fulmo Talk series. So until then, merci beaucoup and namaste.